everyone, welcome back on my channel. We are still working with a beauty industrial dataset which we download in Kaggle, and today we will be checking the topic called inspection. Usually in supply chain you have many types of inspection. When you think about very simplistic way of working and you just think about inbound warehousing and outbound, each of these steps have some inspection check. When you're working in inbound department, you are pretty sure that you'll want to check how many deliveries is in good shape and you can receive it to warehouse, right? When you're working warehouse, you'll be checking your goods if they are still okay or maybe expired, maybe something changed. So usually you are checking in some period of times how your goods are in a warehouse. And when you are in outbound deliveries and you want to check, I'm pretty sure that you want to check how many deliveries are sent with good shape to your customer and customer receive it. So there's many types of inspections usually, and yeah, I was thinking that maybe this is a good idea to see how we can automate it in with this data. Okay, so usually with macro, and we make it in a previous video, we're starting to set variables. Here we have 3 lines. As usual, worksheet to make this worksheet, which we're working with. Last row to check how many lines do we have in some of columns, as to check previously, and range we're using to create border table at the end of this macro. Okay, let's start off create very simple table for this project, and we start with width and end width. Usually we are using it to add similar properties for some kind of cells. In this case as well, so sheet 1, still the same name, this workbook, and we're adding 3 ranges. So we will create a simple column with name, inspection category, number of lines, and total and percentage of total. Inspection category, we'll be checking how many categories do we have in our dataset. Number of lines will be created with count if for this category in our dataset, and percentage of total will be divided count if value versus sum of all of the category. Okay, after we create name of columns, we can go next, and then this part of code I was recording, and this is the part when we want in column T. So in column, when you have inspection category type, we would like to check how many lines do we have. So we are going tilde down, and then we are copying this data to a D2. So after the inspection category, we'll be copying all data from this column. And then what we are doing, so for the range, I put it manually 10,000, but it can be whatever you want. I put the option, remove duplicates. So I would like to see just options that are unique for this category from column. I just checked before that we have 3 categories, so fail, pending, and pass, but it can be many more. It can be, for example, work in progress, or some kind of days that you would like to check in the quarterly. So it can be many category. Yeah, so I would just put there because if the data will change and you receive new one, you would like to see and make a similar thing. So check how many clusters do you have in this data. Okay, the next we are setting the worksheet, so sheet 1, and then we are checking. Then now we focus on formulas in the next 2 columns. So how many lines and in total. Now we are checking how many lines do we have in AD. So how many categories do we have created categories that we created before. Then we are creating 2 formulas. And the first one, we are checking how many categories do we have, and for this range we will be creating count if. So we are checking how many AD and 3 and 4 and 5 we have for, and we will be counting in this range. Then next range, so the next column, we will be checking how many data do we have versus sum of this data. So it will be percentage value close to this data. The last thing that I was thinking about is to create a range. So this is the table that I created before. So from this output you will have this table, and in this table I just apply border table. Very simple one, but it's a bit nicer than previous. And basically it is for this video. Thank you for watching.